I don't do girls trips. Every time I travel, I always travel with one person. That's my best friend. Because why I just came back from Cabo and one of the girls did not bring no bread to the trip.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video is a story time, a Cabo vacation girls trip that went wrong, that got everybody on the internet talking, everybody sharing their opinion and all that. So this video is going to split into three parts. So in this video is the girl telling the story of how the Cabo girls trip went and how she refused to go on girls trip with anybody. Anyway, guys, we're going to check that out. But also, there's going to be a part two of women reacting to the story time and men reacting to the story time, because this story has gotten a lot of people talking and talking about the dynamic of girls' trip and girls' relationship and the whole pettiness that goes into girls' relationship. Let me know down in the comment section if you've ever had a girls' trip and what is your advice you would give on girls' trip. Anyway, guys, with that all said, guys, let's go check out the sister's story time. Let's hear what she has to say and how breaking down, giving us backstory and everything. Like, she broke everything down. Okay, so you're going to get the full context of the story. Anyway, guys, let's go check it out. Then we'll come back and talk more.
This is why I don't do group trips. I don't do girls trips. Every time I travel, I always travel with one person. That's my best friend. Because why I just came back from Cabo and one of the girls did not bring no bread to the trip. So story time on why I will never do a girls trip again. So mind you, before I even booked the trip, my intuition told me not to go on the trip. Like, I was the last person to book. I spoke to my mom. She told me to follow my gut. She told me not to book. But it was one of my homegirls' birthday, and I never ever celebrated her birthday with her. So I was just like, I like traveling, pop out to the trip. The reason I wanted to go wasn't because of her, though. It was because of the people she was inviting to the trip. So I was just like, if I'm going to go, I'm not going to go if she invites just her friends. I'm going to invite somebody myself. And I did. I invited my man. My man, that's not my man, but he is my man, but that's a whole nother story for next time. And before y'all even say anything, I asked her first before we made the trip to go together, because she knows him and we normally hang out together, so she was okay with it. Plus, it's also good to have a male figure around that you can trust, because girls like to drink. And he looked out for us the whole trip. So fast forward to Thursday. Before we went on the trip, we left Friday morning at 5 a.m. We all went to my friend's birthday dinner. We're going to call her Keisha. Keisha had her birthday dinner the night before. She invited two other girls, and one of the girls was going on the trip with us. We're going to call the other girl Imani. We all ordering, having a good time. But like, Imani vibe from like the very jump is throwing me off. Like, she gives like, pick me, yes man, I'm a fan type of vibe. You know, one of those girls out you can peep just follows you around because she just wants to be like accepted so bad. Yeah, she was one of those girls. But I'm like, not my friend, not my problem. So she can do whatever the hell she want to do. But one thing about it, I can read a person and I'm never wrong. Every person she brought around me, I told them exactly who they were, and before they even showed them who they was, I was right. We ordering, we tasting food. I'm vibing with the girl that's sitting next to me. She didn't go on the trip. But when the bill came, the bill was like $798 or something like that. That's valid for 4 people, especially since we went to a nice restaurant. Mind you, if you do the math, it was only $181 per person. My bad, this was the receipt. It was $724. So I put it on my card because, like, I didn't really care. Everybody sent me their bread automatically. The other 2 girls sent me their bread. All of a sudden, her Cash App is not working. Her Zelle is not working. Her Venmo is not working. Her PayPal is not working. Her Apple Pay is not working. Talking about, oh, it must be the service. How come everybody's service was great when they sent me my bread? Now it's your turn. Your service is bad. Come to find out, this girl shorted me $46. And I was definitely pissed about it because, girl, I don't even know you for you to be owing me bread. She was like, oh, did you pay yet or can I tap? Girl, obviously you saw me put my card down for the whole bill. That's why everybody sent me the bread. I told her I paid. She showed me she only had $135 in her bank account. Why do you only have $135 in your bank account? We leave tomorrow. So I'm like, maybe she gets paid tomorrow because it was Thursday and we left on a Friday. So she sent me the bread and I got the bread of $135 and she was just like, I owe you $46. So I'm like, okay, thinking she's going to pay me tomorrow because it's Friday. Yeah, I never got that bread. And once I peeped, that's all the money she had in her bank account. Oh, I was tight. because she texted me silently, so nobody knew she shorted me the bread. I didn't even tell the birthday girl until like 2 days into the trip because I didn't want to embarrass her, feel me? So we booked two different packages. So they booked their own package and I booked my own package with my man. So our flights was two different flights, but we were like an hour away from each other. On the flight, I told this boy, and I was just like, I promise you, she did not come to the trip with no bread. She shorted me $46. She only had $135 in her bank account. I don't know how much she gets paid tomorrow, but she's not giving me that bread back, and I'm already tight. Might know, she's older than me and my homegirl Keisha. But I was like, I'm not gonna let this ruin the trip. It's just $46. I'll swallow it. I'll ask her for the bread after the trip is done. We all land, we all Gucci, everything is good vibes. Like, I'm letting go of the bread, it's fine. But I already know, like, I don't like her personality and I don't like her aurora. Like, it's something about her is just, like, throwing me off. So now, we're out there for my homegirl birthday. I expect her to get wasted, drunk. I'm out there to take care of her. Bro, I was a mom. I packed everything you could think of. Vitamin C, Advil, Alka-Seltzer. I had Zyrtec. I had everything you can think of you would need for a hangover, for stomach problems, for everything. Gas X, I had it. And it came in handy because on the first day, we was wheeling my homegirl out in a wheelchair at 7 p.m. because she got wasted. I was the only person that wasn't really drunk, me and my man, because like I like to pay attention to things, and I'm happy I am like that because I had to pull my homegirl out the pool and be like, baby, let's go. We're going back to the hotel room because you're done. She was turning up, but she was turning up a little too much, and people was recording, and you're not going to embarrass my friend. No. However, both of them fried their phones. Keisha and Imani, they both fried their phones in the pool. You know why Imani also fried her phone in the pool? Because she also got wasted. But she was just following every single thing Keisha did. If Keisha took 10 shots, Imani took 10 shots. If Keisha was dancing on a boy, she found the boyfriend to dance on. For some reason, if Keisha dropped her phone in the pool, Imani just threw her phone in the pool. This is what I mean, like she was a yes man. She was a pick-me. So we get to the hotel room, and I'm trying to ask the girl that she's rooming with what's their room number. She's too drunk to remember. And my homegirl, she was blacked out drunk. Like, she was done for. Like, she was on the bed. She was fried. And I'm, like, trying to take care of her. Like, I'm, like, making sure I take off her makeup because the pool, like, fried her makeup. I'm taking off, like, her bikini top, changing her. I change her into one of my man's shirts. We're, like, making sure she doesn't throw up. I'm giving her vitamin C. I'm giving her Alka-Seltzer water. And then when she did start throwing up, like, we took her to the bathroom. And my man took care of her the whole time. I even literally sat her up and blew dry her wig because her hair was soaked from the pool. And it was so cold in our room. I didn't want her to get sick the next day, and it threw us off the trip. So, like, I'm holding her, and I'm blow drying her hair and everything. And her homegirl is just being mad loud. Imani's just being mad loud. Like, she's screaming. She's, like, doing too much. She's, like, complaining about her phone being fried. I'm like, girl, my friend is drunk right now. Like, we'll deal with you later. You're good. I need to worry about her. And all she's talking about is, I need to text my man. I need to text my man. Y'all, she was talking about texting her man the whole time. How come your man didn't send you no bread for the trip? And here's T. She slept with somebody on the trip and had them give her $100. Girl, you sold yourself for $100? You slept with somebody for $100? Because that's what it's giving. Because how did the money even come to play? How did he even send you $100? Like, how did he know you were broke? So now I'm getting overwhelmed because my homegirl is, like, throwing up all over the room. Like, I'm trying to take care of her, and this girl's just doing too much. So I'm like, all right, take me to you guys' room, and we're going to walk to the room together, and we're going to, like, grab some of her stuff so, like, I can tie her wig down and stuff like that. So she's just going to sleep in our room, and then when she wake up, she's Gucci, because you seem well enough to just go to your room by yourself. You're not throwing up. You're good. So we walk to her room. This girl don't even know where her room is. So now I'm getting frustrated, because I'm like, bro, like, this is mad irresponsible. Like, what if me and my man decide to just leave the pool while you guys were having fun? How are y'all getting back to y'all room? Because this girl couldn't even walk. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to call front desk, and I'm going to give them her first and last name because I know it. She didn't even know how to spell my homegirl first and last name. I was like, I'm going to give her the first and last name, and I'm just going to figure out what the room number is. And I did. While I'm on the phone, I hang up the phone, and I turn around, and this girl is in the bathroom. Mind you know, my man is in the bathroom holding my homegirl's hair back while she's throwing up. This girl is in the bathroom with her bikini bottom off. Like, coochie out, butt out, everything, in front of my man, talking about, like, oh, I gotta pee, I gotta pee. Girl, I don't care how drunk you are. If you're sober enough to walk around, and you know you need to call your man, you know you need your Fendi shades, you know this, that, and third, you're well aware you need a charger, then you're well aware that you should not be pulling down your underwear in front of my man. Like, what? So now I'm livid. Like, I already don't like you. Now I really don't like you. So I walk in the bathroom. I told my man, like, let's get, her out the bathroom. Like, I'm trying not to show how heated I was. And I was like, let her go pee. Once she finished using the bathroom, we went back in the bathroom. And I helped my homegirl go back on the toilet so she continued, like, throwing it all up. And I start crying because I'm so pissed. And this girl had left to go, go back to her room or whatever the hell she was trying to do. I think she went to go get a charger. Not to mention, she took my charger with her, and I was the only person with an iPhone 15. Everybody else had the regular cord. I was the only one with a UBC cord. And I was the only one with all the information on my phone for my trip. And she took our key card, which would have been an extra $60 if it was lost. And she did lose our key card. So around 2 in the morning, my friend sober up. And we walked to her room because I wrote down their room number. And I'm like, oh, where's the key card? Where's my charger? She's like, oh, I didn't take it. Girl, yes, the did. And the reason why I know is because I'm mad prepared for, too prepared every time I'm going on vacation, especially if I'm going out the country. I unpack everything in the drawers. I take out the chargers. I plug one in one side of the bed, and I plug the other in the other side of the bed. Before I even step outside, I unpack. So that's how I know you did take my charger, because you were sitting right on the bedside where my charger was at. And I left my room with a charger there, and you left my room with my charger gone. So who took my charger? She's like, oh, I didn't take it. I didn't take your key card. Girl, yeah, I know what I put. I know where I put my stuff. I'm the only one sober. You think I'm going to listen to a drunk person talking about you didn't take my stuff? So now I'm getting heated as hell because my phone is on 5%. And I told her that. Y'all, she's talking about, oh, can I please use your phone? I just want to text my man to tell him I'm okay. Like, please, please, please. Girl, I'm on 5%. I need my phone so I can book my cab back home to the airport when we're leaving by tomorrow, and I don't have a charger, and none of y'all have the same charger I need for my phone, and you're worried about texting your man to make sure that you're okay. But this is getting long, so I'm gonna come back for part 2. So part 2 on why I will never go on another girls trip. If y'all haven't seen part 1, y'all gotta tap in because there's a lot going on. So what happened after this girl lost my key card and my charger? I had to go pay for a new one. And I had to beg people for another charger. Like, I was walking around the resort at 2 a.m. begging anybody if they had a USB-C, if they had a USB-C. And I finally found 2 guys that would give me one. Like, I literally posted, shout out to the guys who gave me a charger. Because if it wasn't for them, I would have been... Everything was closed. Like, there was no way I was going to get a charger. And I needed my phone by 7 a.m. that morning. So now fast forward to day 2. Yeah, all of that happened day 1. This is day 2 of what happened in Cabo. So I decided to be a good friend. I went to their room door to knock on the door to wake them up to make sure they still, they got breakfast or whatever the case may be. And we ended up finding them literally right before they was about to walk down some stairs. And I told them, like, y'all got to go book a reservation time for, like, all the excursions you booked. Like, even though you paid for it, you guys still have to go reserve a time for it. So we walked down together, and she wanted to go to this party boat that I booked for her, like, me and my man to go on, and the other girl, she booked her ticket by herself. But I was so drained from taking care of her the day before. I was just like, bro, I'm not going on this party boat. Like, I'll swallow the $200. I really don't care. I don't want to go on this party boat. Plus, you guys both don't have a phone, and you want to leave the resort with no phone. Your other girl only got $9 to her name. And, like, who's going to take care of y'all? Because I'm not doing it today, and my man is not doing it today. Like, we're tired. So she's like, nah, like, I want to go. Like, it's my birthday. Like, I'm not trying to sit around here and do nothing. Da-da-da. And I'm letting her know, I'm like, you understand that I'm not coming with you. And it'll be really irresponsible for you to go off the resort with no phone and your homegirl only got $9, right? She's like, she don't care. She'll figure it out. She'll find her way back. So I'm like, you know what? This is my friend. Like, I don't like arguing. I'm like, this is your life. If you want to do it, go ahead. But my big thing is, like, how the f*** are you going to get back? If I book your Uber there, how are you going to get back? So I'm like, girl, do you even know the address to the resort? She said no. I'm like, I love my friend, but sometimes she be tweaking. Sometimes you can't really, like, argue with people. You just gotta go let them be. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll get you an Uber. Go ahead. It's your birthday. Go off, sis. Figure it out. And I just went and I just did what the hell I wanted to do. Like, I just went. I found my own group of people. I met this pretty girl right here. Like, this is all, like, a group of people that I met. And these people are so amazing. So, like, while they left, I didn't even know what time they got back. I don't even know if they got back. But, like, I know my friend, she went to, like, somebody in Mexico to go get her phone at least turned on. She paid, like, $100 for it. And she ended up getting her phone turned on. I said, babes, do not fire me. Because, like, what was I supposed to do? Wait in my room until you came back from God knows where to hang out with you? There's one thing about it, like, I'm that friend that I can't fake shit, bro. Like, if I'm unhappy about something, I'm going to let you know. If I don't like somebody, I'm going to let you know. If you piss me off, I'm going to let you know. Like, if you think I'm going to sit here and be miserable, you're fried. We don't have to talk the whole trip. I'm going to have a grand time. I'm a great person. People love me. I'm going to make new friends. And I'm not saying this because I had nothing against my homegirl at all. Like, I love her for infinity into infinity. We both have 2 different personalities. Like, she's the wild card and I'm the mom, but it just tends to work. And we're the type of people that, like, yes, we have like disagreements, but we always seem to talk it out and work it out, and that's exactly what we did. So that night, after she texted me, I sent her a long paragraph because I was fucking tight, bro. I was like, me and Sean wasted the whole night making sure you don't choke on your own vomit. I guess your birthday, bro, but since you've been here, you've been third wheeling the shit out of me. I've been making sure you've been good from the jump, and I'm not saying that shit like you owe me shit because I'm just a genuine friend. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not the type of friend that's going to fake it with you. If I feel away, I'm going to tell you and stand on that, gang. Like, you was blacked out drunk, and I was crying because I was overwhelmed with all the shit you had going on yesterday. And yeah, I'm going to expose this, her little stripper name, Nutella, her panties down in front of my man. I ran on 2 hours of sleep and no food, no nothing. You was so busy worried about a boat, you didn't even book your excursions for the time tomorrow. Never in my life had I had so much problem in girl shit, bro. And she shorted me $46. Like, I didn't use your government. What you gonna do, fight me about it? I don't like you. I said it before, I'll say it again. I said it all trip. I don't like you. So the next day, my friend texted me. She was just like, you know what, girl? Me and you gonna talk about it in person because, like, the problem is clearly not between us. It's definitely a miscommunication between us. The only problem I have with is her ass friend. The girl she brought here with no money. The one who's a follower. The one who pulled her panties down in front of my man. She's my problem. So the next day we had ATV riding. We went there. We got there together, whatever the case may be. And my friend pulled me aside. She spoke to me about it. And she was just like, you know what? Her frustration is not with me. She's just very frustrated because the girl came with no money. And she's been breaking bread on the girl since she got here. And it's her birthday trip. And, like, there's a lot of stuff that she wants to do with me and my boyfriend. Because, like, me and my boyfriend and her is, like, really good friends. But she doesn't want to tag her along and then spend the bread on her, too. But I was like, girl, you better than me. Because I would have had her ass bedbound. Go on, I'm out in the room and think about what did. Fuck you coming out to Mexico with no friend. But I guess she was just so concerned about, like, you know, her friend, like, being upset with her. And I guess I understand that because, like, at the end of you sleeping in a room with her, this, that, third. But as we're talking, her friend comes up to me. She was like, girl, what's the problem you have with me? The reason why she came up to me so hostile is because me and my friend was talking about the situation with her, like, texting. And the girl, I guess, went through my friend's phone while my friend was in the shower because she asked my friend if she can, you know, text her man on her phone. She read all of our messages of me talking shit about her. Girl, I don't give a tell you that shit to your face. And I did. I said, you're mad immature. You came out here with no money. You put your panties down in front of my man. You're a pick-me. You're sloppy drunk. You have no mind of your own. And you're 24. What are you talking about? Like, that's why I'm tight. That's my problem with you. You lost my key card. You lost my charger. Do I need to continue? And she still was getting it. Now it's time for us to go. And she would just say, oh, we'll talk about it when we, like, come back. I'm like, girl, I don't got nothing to say to you. Then she said some slick shit and my man heard. And she was just like, you know what, Khalid, don't leave it alone. Because, like, I was doing good, but she was frying me. You think I'm gonna argue with a bum? Go get your money up. Leave me alone. Because I came with $2,000 in cash and 5 bands in my bank account. You think I care? I never cared. I can extend my trip if I want to for another 2 days. Okay? Go worry about you're getting back home after the trip. Who's picking you up from the airport? So we're doing our ATV riding, whatever the case may be. We had a great time. Now it's time for us to, like, head back to the hotel. And it's like, I'm trying not to avoid my homegirl, but it's not because I'm avoiding her. It's because I don't want nothing to do with her clown-ass friend, bro. Because I know, like, she's just going to piss me off. Like, her whole energy is going to piss me off. So I'm like, we just going to call it quits. We're going to separate or whatever the case may be. But I continue texting my homegirl. And I told her, like, it's really her. So I was just like, it's the $46. It's the immaturity. It's wanting to text her man knowing my phone was on 5%. Why I use my last bit of battery on your man? Then he blowing on my phone and my man phone. Her drinks, she will be okay. But my friend is just, like, so big. And you barely know these. You need to know their occupation. You need to know what their bank accounts be looking like. To make about it because I just see, like, a little bit of confusion in the comments. This girl showed me her bank account. It only had $135 in it the day before our trip to Cabo. I already posted that receipt in the video. She never gave me my $46 back, bro. Everybody keeps saying, like, how is she a stripper and she don't got no money? She's not a stripper because she called herself Nutella. Her actual name actually gives grandma. Like, she has a grandma-ass first name. I'm not even gonna hold you. I saw a lot of people saying, oh, was it the girl in the green bathing suit on my highlights in my story? It was not her. The video of you saw me posting in a little group, it was not any of those girls in the group. Did I post her in my highlights? Yes. If y'all really want to be nosy enough, y'all need to go back and listen to the story time again and put 2 and 2 together and really play detective. Because she's dead in my highlights for, like, a quick 2 seconds. Not even gonna hold you. Some people were saying, like, oh, your friend knew she shorted you. Like, Your friend probably told her, like, you be the one that be taking up the bill, da-da-da. My friend had no idea she shorted me the bread because the girl texted me privately while we were at dinner. Like, my friend did not know she did not know she shorted me the bread until, like, 2 days into the trip. And that's when I told her, like, I sent the screenshots. I told her, like, yo, that girl deadass shorted me money. And she's broke. Like, she don't have no bread. Everybody was saying, like, oh, did she get her phone fixed? Up to this day, this her phone fixed. You know why? Because she don't have any money. The whole trip to Cabo, she did not get her phone fixed. My friend ended up paying somebody $100. Like, my homegirl paid somebody $100 so somebody can fix her phone. They got her phone to turn on, and her phone had cracks in the back. And they got her shit to work. So I'm pretty sure that girl gave them $100. They would have got her phone to work because her phone didn't have any cracks. A lot of people were saying, how did she get home if she didn't have no money? Well, my friend Little Stinkerbutt picked her up from the airport, and she's gonna ask my homegirl, like, oh, is he dropping me home too? After everything we done for you, you want to ride home too? So my friend was just like, bro, you got him out of your own at this point. Go ask him if he could drop you home. So she was just like, oh, can you drop me home? And he ended up dropping her home. But guess what? The didn't even say thank you. Somebody said, oh, why didn't you fight her? Why didn't you fight her? First of all, I never fought a life. I'm not fighting somebody that's like 165 pounds. I'm 107 soaking wet. Are you dumb? And fighting somebody on my first day of trip, I got my hair done. I paid for that. I paid for my lashes. I paid for my nails. My bread. You think I'm gonna fight somebody my shit up the day of my first day of the trip? You're fried. Talking about, oh, fight her because, like, oh, she pulled her underwear down in front of your man. My man don't want that. Like, this man has been obsessed with me for the last 4 years, bro. We broke up, and now we talking again. Like, come on. Come on. Somebody was like, oh, I would have fought her to get my money back. I really want to get my money back. I'm taking to small claims court. I'm suing your ass for pain and suffering. I got that text message saying you owe me $46. Oh, I'm going to take your ass to court. I got your first and last name. You forgot you told me that shit while you was drunk, stinker butt. I want the $46 that you showed me during dinner. The money back for my charger you lost. The money back for the key card I had to pay for. All of that shit. I want all of that shit. And then some people were just like, oh, what's her boyfriend on the trip? Like, why didn't he give her money? Her boyfriend was not on the trip. That's not what I said. She kept trying to use everybody's phone to call her boyfriend. And we're like, bro, you calling your boyfriend so much. You so concerned if this man is making sure you're okay. Tell that man to send you some bread. I said, tell that man to send you some bread. My man said, tell that man to send you some bread. My friend said, tell that man to send you some bread. Tell that man to send you some bread. Hello? He was so concerned why he ain't send you no money. Mind you, she did not apologize to my homegirl at all about not having bread. Not no, I'm sorry. Not no, I'll pay you back. Not no, nothing. All her excuse was, not everybody got money like you. This is why you don't take country. And I knew she was kind of slow when we was at dinner, and she was just like, oh, I was like, oh, there's an all-white party. Did you bring a white outfit? She was just like, no, I'm just going to Amazon it when I get there. I said, what are you talking about? You're going to Amazon it to Mexico? She said, yeah, I got Prime. I'm like, fried, because you only drink half your drink. I'm confused. She was like, oh, yeah, I did it before. You Amazon some shit to Mexico before? Then 20 minutes into the conversation, she was just like, yeah, she never really been out the country. All she been to for real is Jamaica and Canada. Then how the you Amazon shit how you Amazon some shit to Mexico? You fucking liar. And then other people were saying like, oh, like, is my homegirl and her still friends? Unfortunately. But like I said, not my friend, not my problem. I hope my homegirl posts her story time so like the algorithm could put 2 and 2 together. And when she does, y'all all just tell her to cut that off, because like she's not listening to me. At the end of the day, like, everybody is not like the same. Like me, like, exactly. It doesn't take a lot for me to want to cut you off. I don't like being played it with in my face at all. None. My other friend, she's a very understanding person, and she's more of like, I don't know, like, she's very understanding, but she's also one of those girls that's gonna tell you like, well, girl, like, come on, bro, like, what, don't do that shit again, da da da. But I feel like with somebody like that girl that we fought, she doesn't need no, girl, come on, don't do that again. She needs to get cut the off, because like I said, she didn't think about how you felt for her to come to your birthday trip with no bread. So don't sit here and think about her feelings. Let that. There's so much other genuine people out in this world. Do not waste your time hanging with a bimbo. I blocked that girl on everything before I even got back to the States. She wasn't gonna notice anyway because she don't got a phone. But with the amount of shares I've been seeing, I'm pretty sure this shit gonna end up on somebody's Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And she's gonna know somebody. Trust me, she gonna know somebody. And everybody like, oh, you not scared, you not scared. I don't give a okay? Because there's nothing I said about, because I had the receipts for everything in my video. And I asked my homegirl if I could post the situation. I told her, like, I'm not even, like, trying to be on no funny shit, but this is a crazy ass story. And she agreed, and she watched the videos, and she laughed about it. And if you now finding my page, just know I'm queen of I said what I said. I'm not taking shit back. I stand on business. And I was never scared of nothing. Never cared. Never did. I say what I want to say. It is what it is. If you don't want me to talk about you, don't do no dumb shit around me. I wouldn't have to talk about you. And Belize, we call her chicken heads. That have no sense whatsoever. So I never care to argue with you. Here, are you dumb?
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought and let me know what you think about this story time down in the comment section. This story time for me, it is so exhausting, and this video has gotten a lot of people talking, which I'm going to post the men's reaction, which was really like okay, and the women's reaction to this story time. But on this story time, I picked up a couple of things that were like mm. But please, I like to know your own thought down in the comment section. But please, like I always say, keep it respectful, okay? So first off, one, I feel, I don't know these girls, just a story on the internet, okay? But I feel like the girl telling the story is so pained because of a man. Like, I feel like she called the trip a girl's trip when she said, oh, how can you bring somebody with that doesn't have bread on a girl's trip? It's a girl's trip, so why did you bring your man? And she's saying, oh, the other girl was like a pick me, pick me, pick me. People are different. Some people mirror other people's energy. But I also feel like the fact that she didn't like the girl on the get-go, she just wanted to pull her friend away from the girl and just like isolate her friend and just all that. But she was talking as if there were so many people on the trip where it was just supposed to be three of them, but she came with her boyfriend and man. And I feel like one of the reasons why I just add four into the fire why she didn't really like the girl was the fact that the girl actually stripped in front of a man. But she also said that the girl was drunk, like drunk, and the girl has passed out, and the girl was taking about the same shot her friend was taking, like, and then you're talking about how she's sober. I just feel like she was really angry that the girl, a man, like she didn't want the girl close to a man. But another thing I would say is that if you're having an issue, and I say like, oh, these girls, they're in their 20s, they're youngsters, okay, I get it. But I feel like if you're having an issue with somebody, call the person and have the conversation with the person, or just move on. The fact that you brought it online, having story, I don't mind telling stories, but you trying to tell people, yes, I post that, you can go track it down, which people actually did. People tracked the girl, the Nutella girl, because obviously her name was said, okay? I just felt that was, they're young anyway, so I can't say it's immature. I just felt that was, why do that? Really try to blast your friend, and even her friend agreeing to her to post the video, like why, what was the reason, what do you seem to gain? I get everybody don't have shame now. Everybody is, I'm not saying anybody to have shame, speak your truth, tell your story. Everybody's telling a story, but at the detriment of somebody saying, oh, somebody doesn't have bread and all that. People's finances are different, and I feel like when you respect people, respect the diversity we are as human beings, like, well, we have different face, different skin color, different lifestyle, different ideas. We see life from a different angle and all that. I feel like you will give people grace. She said they were in all-inclusive resorts. So probably the girl, she didn't have the money, but she also wants to come and support her friend the same way you wanted to come support your friend. And that was all she had. And she was like, I'm going to make it work either way. Did you think about that too? But trying to come on internet to shame her for just having $135. For me, Nutella girl tried for even sharing her bank statement with somebody. How? But also, like if I were to be Nutella and I know I didn't have money, that dinner they did before going, I'm just going to either skip the dinner, or while I'm there, I'm just clearing them that I'm going to pay for what I eat and eat within my budget, so I don't have to split bills with anybody. And I think we've had this conversation here before, when these birthday dinners and all that, if you split bills equally or everybody should pay for what they have. And I feel like that's an agreement that people should have even before embarking on dinner, and also have like a mark point of, we're not going to exceed certain amount of them, putting people holding their money, people not paying money. So for me, like, it's really interesting how this story has really blown up and has gotten a lot of people. A lot of people are talking about this story. Anyway, guys, there's going to be a part two, men's reaction and women's reaction to this story. But so check it out. That'll be a couple of videos that's going to come up after this. So go ahead and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this story time. And don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation as always. So go ahead and share this video and share your thoughts, okay? Don't forget to smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here, okay? So subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.